Now the polls are open for South Korea's presidential election. Pre-election surveys showed Liberal Lee Jae-myung and his main conservative challenger Yoon Suk-yeol running neck and neck ahead of 10 other contenders, and the winning candidate will take office in May and serve a single 5-year term. And for more on that, we go live to our correspondent Jack Barton in Seoul. Hello there, Jack. The main candidates have been trading barbs as expected during the campaign. So what are the residents saying about the election? Are we expecting a high turnout?
We are expecting a high-ish turnout, and you're right, they have been trading barbs. This has been dubbed the unlikable election here in South Korea. There has been so much mudslinging, so much scandal, not just involving the candidates, but also their wives, and also the fact that neither of them have national-level political experience. Having said that, there are serious issues here on people's minds. There is the DPRK, of course, but even above that here, there is sky-high real estate prices, youth unemployment, the sluggish economy. And so we saw in early voter turnout a week ago a record high since early voting began in 2014, with almost 37% of the voting population casting a ballot even before the official polls began. At the 14,500 polling stations like the one you can see behind me, we've seen a steady flow of people heading in and out, and they will close in about 4 hours, after which people with COVID will be able to come down and vote until 7:30. And it's around about that time the exit polls will start coming out, and we'll get some idea of who the front runner is.
Well, Jack, over 200,000 new daily COVID cases have been reported for several days in South Korea, and the pandemic has taken a toll on many small businesses already. What plans do the main candidates have for fighting the virus and supporting businesses?
Actually, the latest figure out that we have is more than 340,000 cases, so a new record high. But at the same time, we're seeing the death rate seriously falling down to now 0.18% of all cases. That is still tragic, it is still serious, but it's nowhere near the high we saw earlier on in the pandemic. And as a consequence, officials have been releasing or easing conditions even more over the past few weeks. Opening hours for restaurants getting longer. All mandates have been dropped, so you don't need to do a QR code anymore going into a restaurant or a theatre. You don't need to prove you're vaccinated, and from what we're hearing from the candidates, they will loosen things further. Ruling party candidate Lee Jae-myung saying the first thing he'll do is extend those business opening hours, particularly for restaurants. And they say they'll do this unless the hospital bed capacity really becomes critical. Right now it's about 1,100. They say they can easily handle 2,500. But if it hits that, who knows? You know, either candidate, if they become leader, may do a U-turn.
All right, thank you very much indeed. Jack Barton reporting from Seoul.